Welcome to another episode of Monday Tsene with Pretoria Psychologists. My name is Meridian and welcome to the new year. Today I'll be speaking to you about post-vacation blues. These are those feelings that we get after we had been on vacation, where we feel that slump and we're really not anticipating going back to work. This is simply because there was just so much adrenaline pumping up to the preparation, so much excitement, and all the planning and the expectations associated with our holidays or our vacations. And yes, whether the vacation was exciting or whether we enjoyed it, but as soon as that vacation ends or the holiday period ends, we start to begin to anticipate this doom and gloom regarding going back to work or going back to everyday life. And some of the signs associated with post-vacation blues are insomnia, low motivation, anxiety, stress, poor concentration. Basically, it might seem like a sort of a mild depressive experience because you are no longer excited. There's nothing that you are looking forward to. And the reason why we get post-vacation blues, it's because of that adrenaline down, the adrenaline that goes down. So like I said earlier on, as we were anticipating the vacation, there was something positive or exciting that we were looking forward to because it had taken maybe a long period to get to that place of holiday. Some of us don't take holiday or don't take leave for a very long period of time. So the holiday time becomes this anticipated event, therefore the adrenaline is pumping. But as soon as we come back, the adrenaline begins to drop, therefore having that impact on our psychological and physiological behavior. Therefore, we will see the above mentioned symptoms. And also, we tend to become biased in our thinking as we are approaching the holiday. We associate holiday or vacation with this exciting period that is fun. But now when we come back and look at our day-to-day lives, it seems like it's mundane. It's the same things that we have been doing, and we have to go back to the same routines. And also, so the other reason we experience post-vacation blues is the emotional exhaustion. So we have gone out, we have engaged with different individuals socially, emotionally, the planning, the stressing, the navigating, and all of those can take a toll on us emotionally. Therefore, when we come back from the holiday, it feels like a total blow down. Now we are decompressing, we're calming down, we are now have nothing really to stress about. So that emotional exhaustion can come across as well as a slump. And thirdly, there's a lot of changes that take place during our holidays and vacations, such as food, the consumption of alcohol, the different types of activities that we do, and that can also have an impact. For instance, if your holiday was 2-3 weeks of having snacks and sweets and taking part in all those delicacies, your body might be feeling exhausted and therefore feeling like it's a withdrawal to come back to some sort of normalcy, therefore impacting on your mood. As we have come to know that, for instance, junk food, sweets and chips and alcohol has an effect on our physical and our physiological well-being. Therefore, and it has also been found scientifically that it can contribute to the experience of depression and anxiety. So with that understanding, it is useful to put in place a number of things before the vacation and also after the vacation or the holiday period in order to help you ease back into normalcy, or also prevent and avoid this post-vacation slump that you would experience. One of the first recommendations is that during the holiday or the vacation period, make time to relax, because often a lot of us cramp so many activities into our holidays. There's things that we want to go do, there's excavations, there's plannings and all these things that go into it that end up actually exhausting us, whereas the plan was to relax and have a rested period. So allocate time to relax. This is just sitting and doing nothing as a time for resting, just to regroup and feel like you are actually on holiday, and cut down on activities. Sleep in if you must, and just really relax by the pool or just under a shade. During the holiday period, try to capture as many memories, either through photographs or through journaling, and really just expressing and breaking down what you mostly enjoyed about the period time. This is going to be helpful at a later stage after the vacation, where you are able to see what pictures did you take, where did you go, what was the actual enjoyment that you experienced, and also the feelings that you experienced during different periods and different times of your holiday. Because sometimes pictures are not enough in capturing the memories and the emotions, but through journaling or writing down your experiences, you can evoke some of those memories, which will help you deal with the slump, to say, actually, I did have a good time, I did have these experiences, and therefore it's not all sad and gloom that I'm going back to a sense of normalcy. And the third thing that is recommended is to, before you go on holiday, to leave your home space or your house in a tidy space, in a tidy position. So there's nothing as devastating as coming back to a house that is a mess, the dishes, the laundry, and all of that's in chaos, because one, it does not appetize to come back to it. You don't want to do any of that labor after going on holiday. So try to leave the place, your house, in a really nice clean state that you're going to be able to come back to and relax. This way, when you are back from the holiday, it's just unpacking and putting things back and unwinding, rather than starting from scratch and cleaning out the house and fixing everything. And fourthly, give yourself some time to transition back into your normal routine. So after holiday, like I said, we start unpacking. Some of us take a whole week just to unpack bit by bit, put things in the laundry, put all the suitcases where they belong. So this requires a bit of planning and consideration. So it's not wise to come back from holiday and then jump back to work. But give yourself a couple of days where you know, okay, this particular days, it's for coming back and transitioning, for doing the groceries that we don't have in the house, for unpacking, and for also, okay, I'm going to have a day or two before I then go back to work, of which you can use to either plan your work to see, okay, where did I last leave off my work, or what else do I still need to do before I get back to my daily routine. So that transition period is really helpful, and in maintaining a sense of clarity, and also that you are able to plan and be emotionally ready for what will be coming up. And the fifth thing that is recommended is to reflect on the previous year, or the work or any activities that you did before you went on holiday. For instance, a lot of us go on holiday at the end of the year, and now it's the start of the year. So you want to reflect on the previous year. Okay, where did we end off? Where did I end off? What was I doing? How did the previous year go? And what are my plans for the year that's coming, either for work or personal goals? This is a really good time to just to tone down and just bring yourself up to speed and plan for the year ahead, or the month, or whatever the case might be that you can manage. And lastly, it is recommended as well to speak to someone. Sometimes it is helpful to hear a friend who maybe has the similar feeling. They might feel like, I don't feel like going back to work, or I want to go back. Take me back to Durban. Take me back to the holidays. Take me back to the beach. That's usually some of the social media posts that we see, because everybody seems to share, or a lot of people seem to share in that feeling of that post-vacation blues. So chat to someone, if it's a friend or a family member or a colleague. And if it gets to a level where it's beyond your ability to cope, consider getting mental health and mental health support, just to help you cope through this phase, and so that it doesn't linger and become a more problematic mental health problem. I hope that you've enjoyed this segment. See you next time.